All right, everybody, welcome back. We are on part number 4 of the 90-day challenge nutrition plan. So we are now on to our high day. All right. So kind of a quick recap. We figured out what our calorie intake was. If you don't know what that is, you need to go back and watch 1, 2, and 3 to figure out where we're at. So once again, don't skip ahead. We are on our high day. All right. The person that we are doing a model of has 1408 is their caloric intake for the day that we deem necessary for this person. Once again, I understand that there's some different fluctuations, and people will tell you that there's some different numbers and ways to come about it. For you 90-day challenge people and for what we're doing, all of this has been taken into account based off of the workouts and the things that we are doing and what we do at the facility. Now, when things change, this number changes. So if anybody tries to give you a different number, there's a reason why that I'm giving you this number. Okay, so stick to this number. All right, so 1408, high day. We already have our no day. Remember, carbs, protein, and fat. The values of calories is 4, 4, and 9. Okay, that's a bad 9. Okay, so there. So 9. All right. Now, high day. All right. People will tell you, oh, just flip-flop the numbers. Do your protein. No, okay? We don't want to do that. Don't flip-flop them. All right. So for the purpose of our class and our 90-day challenge, protein, carbs, and fat. Okay. So for protein intake, we want to do 45%. Okay, of our calorie intake there. Our carbohydrates are going to be 35%, and then our fat intake is going to be 20%. All right, so there is our percentages right there for our high day. So let's go ahead and plug those in. Remember, 45% of the 1408. If you guys remember, it came to 633. That is our calorie intake. Okay, 35% now is what we're going to try to figure out of our 1408. So 1408 times the 0.35 comes to 492. Okay, that's our calorie intake there. All right, and then our next piece is going to be our fat. So 20%, okay, of that 1408 is 281. Let's just call it 282, round it up a little bit there. So 282. So there's our numbers. Once again, we're going to go through these numbers, and the 688, we're going to divide that by the 4. All right, so divided by 4, 633, sorry. 633 divided by 4 is still 158. So that's our protein intake. Okay, 492, which is our carb intake for this person, times, or divided by, sorry, 492 divided by the 4 is 123 for this individual, so 123 carbs. All right, and then the last part, which is the 282 divided by 9. Once again, remember, 9 is the amount of calories for fat, so 282, that comes to 32 grams of fat. So there you go. There is this individual's high day. So protein intake, carb intake, fat intake. All right, if you guys are getting some numbers that you guys feel like are a little off, ask questions, let me know. Some of these numbers, once again, these are our base numbers, and as soon as you guys get into doing these numbers are going to have to change and manipulate based off of your ability to eat all that food, based off of your ability to need more food, but these are where our base numbers are going to start. The adjustments and the modifications is where the nutrition plan becomes more detailed, all right? But you have to be doing these first, okay? So log it on MyFitnessPal. You'll get to see the chart, how it's all broke out, all right? So high day there. So foods that we're going to intake on those days, we're going to intake sweet potatoes. Now, we haven't added sweet potatoes into the nutrition plan, but sweet potatoes are a very good carbohydrate that we can intake. Sweet potatoes, quinoa pasta, quinoa, brown rice is fine. We're also going to intake things like P28 bagels on those days. You can also do your Greek yogurts, your muesli. Those food items all fall within the high carbohydrate day. We're minimizing salmon. We're minimizing avocado. We're not using peanut butter on any of our things if we can. We want to try to keep that fat number as low as we can. Now, in regards to the high carb day and then the high fat day, if your numbers are a little off from what these are, so let's say I log my food and this says 156, and then this one says like 122, and this one says 30. That's not the end of the world. Don't like go try to eat half of an almond or anything like that. Get as close as you can to these numbers. Now, if my number here is 120 or 130, you know, and then this one's like 90, and then this one's like 45, well, my numbers are way off, okay? I'd rather you be a little short than significantly over or significantly short. And significant by that, I mean like if you're 10 grams or less here, 10 grams or less and 10 grams or less, you need to let me know because that adds up to a lot of calories there, okay? So there you guys go. There is part number 4 of the nutrition piece, and then we will end with part number 5, explaining to you guys on how to implement those days throughout your week and how those fit into you guys' schedule and you guys' workout routines. Okay, thanks guys. Stay at it.